Hey there, and welcome to 3Spoonies. We're your hosts, Joe, Karen, and Claire. This episode is 31.5, and we are discussing lazy marketing. I know what I'm doing. Let's get into some questions.
Are you drowning in admin, struggling to keep up with emails, invoices, social media, or the endless to-do list that comes with running a business? Then it's time to call in Vicki Admin Fairy, an award-winning virtual assistant who brings order to admin chaos. Vicki works with all entrepreneurs, regardless of their background or abilities, to take care of the time-consuming tasks that slow you down. Whether it's managing emails, sorting financial admin, handling social media, chasing late payments, the list is endless. She saves business owners hours every week, reducing stress and ensuring everything runs smoothly. With 25 years of experience, a flexible, client-focused approach, and a reputation for going above and beyond, Vicki adapts to your needs, making your business more efficient so you can focus on what you do best. And the best part? You'll have more free time to grow your business, boost profits, or just enjoy life without admin headaches. Want to free up your time and get your business running more smoothly? Visit www.vickyadminfairy.co.uk or email hello@vickyadminfairy.co.uk to find out how Vicki can help you.
Hi, I'm Joe from Bright Cat Business Solutions.
I'm Karen from Pony Pony Pony.
And I'm Claire from Sparkle's Gift Boutique.
And we're 3Spoonies navigating our way through life and business with definitely not enough spoons. So today is our community questions episode on lazy marketing. Karen, do you have some questions for us?
I do. The first one is from Sophie. Sophie says, I haven't done any marketing stuff for ages. Seriously, ages. Is now a good time to start?
I'd say, as someone who is a lazy marketer and has stages where I don't post for ages, any time is a great time to start.
That is the correct answer.
Gold star to me.
It's like that proverb, the best time to plant a tree is 10 years ago, the second best time is now. You can't go back in time, but you can restart.
Yeah, and when you're restarting, don't go in like being like, oh my God, I need to post like every single day, 3 times a day, anything like that. If it's twice a week, you're just edging yourself back in. It's like dipping your toe in the water and just kind of getting back into that routine.
Yeah, be realistic what you can achieve. Plan it out, decide exactly what you want to focus on, take a breath, then do it.
That seems very good advice. Right, the next question is from Linda. I've heard email is really useful, but it seems a lot of effort. Is it worth it?
Absolutely. If you can get people off the various social platforms and to give you their email address for some reason, usually by offering them a freebie, but that's a different topic. Go back and see our episode on email marketing. If you can get them onto your email list, you've then got direct access to their inbox. It's not a, hey, I'll put this out and they might see it. It's going straight to their inbox. They can then choose to look at it or not, but you've got a direct line to them. It's also good for giving exclusive offers or anything to your email list. And if anything, like your social media platforms go down, you haven't lost those followers. You've still got them. They're in your email list.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. It's got one of the biggest returns of investment of any form of marketing. And it's also easy to track. If it's working, you can see who's opened it, who's clicked through, stuff like that. It's very easy to see the results. And obviously you need a decent sized list for that, but you've got to start from somewhere. And if you don't start a list, you'll never have one. You know, if 2 years later you're still sending emails to 3 people, that might not be particularly effective. But, you know, you've got to get people signed up and send them out at least something while you're waiting for the list to grow. But your list will grow, and yeah, it's much more effective and much more under your control than some other methods are.
And don't be offended if someone unsubscribes. They clearly weren't meant to be.
Yeah, absolutely. There's, if they're not interested, they're not interested. And that's fine, really. It leaves another space for someone who would be interested at the end of the day.
Yeah, especially eventually they will charge you for if you've got a decent sized list. So you don't want people on there that don't want to be there.
No, plus there's just no point. It's like if you put a leaflet through the door of every single person locally, but your target market is a tiny percentage of those people, it's not effective. You'd be much better finding out who wants to know about it and contacting them.
And people can be lurking and like looking at your emails, and it could just take, they could have like thought, like, oh, I'm going to have a look at that, or delve more into this email or this offer. And it could take that new email coming through that you sent out for them to remember it and then be like, oh, I'm going to go and do this now because I know I'm that person.
Yes, everybody's that person. The closer to, like, if you're running an event or something, or you've got an offer on, the closer to the end date it gets, you send out emails closer together. You want to create that idea of urgency, and that something will run out, because a lot of people will sign up for those last few emails.
Yeah, it's that snowball effect as well. So it might be, oh, well, payday's next week. And with the best will in the world, you may have forgotten by next week. But if another email comes along, although don't do that fake scarcity thing, like, when you go onto a website and it's like, you have to do it in the next 3 minutes. And we all know if we press refresh, it's going to restart the counter.
It'll still be there 5 hours later, to be fair.
Yeah, that's scummy. But if you genuinely do have like a pre-order price or an introductory offer or something like that, let people know about it and remind them as well, because we get distracted. Like, I've gone onto my phone to do something specific, and then 15 apps later I've gone, oh, I didn't do that thing that I went on my phone for. So yeah, emails are great for reminding people and giving them a little bit of a nudge.
Absolutely.
So the last one is from Tina. Tina asks, how long do I have to wait to reuse content?
Depends on the content.
Yeah, I would say generally as a minimum once a month. If you can make it once every 3 months, depending on your content and what it is exactly you're putting out, 3 months is a good number. If you've got lots of similar types of content, put them out sort of as a list and then restart the list when it's empty, and you can just keep adding into it. But yeah, if you're reiterating something you've previously said, make it different. But the same, that is, AI can help with that one. If you shove a post in it and say, can you rewrite this? It will, and then you just tweak it. Put a bunch of different graphics, and it's then a new piece of content, but you're saying the same thing.
Well, I know someone who had almost all of her content. She did like general tips and tricks, and she had it on a 3-month loop.
Yeah,
and I was like, really? And I never noticed. And that may not work for you entirely, but there may be things that become relevant at certain points in the year, or something that is evergreen. And it depends how you're reusing it. So if, for instance, you've got a blog of 10 tips for how to eat ice cream, that's effectively 10 different social media posts focusing on the different points. So that's easy for you to produce, and it means you're getting the value out of that blog, which probably took a fair while to write and put together, whatever else. But you want to post the same blog every week? Probably not. That's too much. But a few months in between, yeah, that's fine. Or focusing on different parts of it. Yeah, absolutely. I think the more content you have, the more it will naturally spread itself out anyway.
Yeah,
so
and it's then easier to recycle the bits you can, because yeah, nobody will notice.
Well, that, and if it's still relevant and still worth knowing, it's still a value to your audience.
Yeah.
But, don't share a picture of you outside in the snow in the middle of July and think people won't notice. Something like that can come across as a bit fake, or if you're claiming something just happened, that can be different. But things like a general tip, an idea, some useful information, that doesn't usually go out of date.
No, and if you are using evergreen content like that, and I do suggest you do, it makes things much easier. Every so often, maybe every 6-12 months, have a look at it and go, is this still relevant? If it's not, remove it. If it is, keep it going, add some more stuff in. as you gain more content, this becomes easier.
Yeah, it can also help you reflect on things. So it may be, say you've got a video that explains something that people ask about all the time. Trot that out if it's still useful. Or it may be it does need a bit of a refresh, in which case that's an idea to start with. But do look through what you've used before, because you may find there's things that you can reuse, tweak a bit. Even if you're using something as a template and you're changing a picture on it or something like that, it's a starting point at least.
Yeah, and if you've got sort of social media images that you can create a template for and just drop all the relevant bits in, I highly recommend that as well. Not only is it quicker and easier for you to do, it also helps with brand recognition. So I think that's probably it. That was our last question. Fabulous. In that case, thanks for joining us, 3Spoonies, on episode 31.5 on lazy marketing community questions. We would love to know your thoughts in the comments and any questions you have. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe for our weekly podcast and leave us a review. You can find us on social media, and we'd love it if you join the Business Success Network for Disabled Entrepreneurs Facebook group. You can also buy us a coffee if you like what we do. All our links will be in the show notes, and we'll see you next week for our next topic on workplace accommodations. Have a great day and keep track of your spoons.